You start in your bedroom. Not in Dubai, not in some glass office, not in front of a Lamborghini. Just in your bedroom, at 1 in the morning, staring at a trading chart like it owes you money. You're not rich. You're not a trader. You barely understand what you're doing. You watched 5 YouTube videos about liquidity, market structure, order blocks, and risk management. And now you talk to yourself like you're one trade away from escaping the system. Your account is small, too small to feel serious, but big enough to hurt when you lose it. First week, you lose $40, then $120. Then you make one good trade by accident and turn $80 into $340. And for a few minutes, you feel like you cracked the code. You screenshot it instantly. Green numbers, clean entry, perfect exit. You crop out the account size, hide the other losses, add a caption like "Discipline pays," and post it. You expect nothing. Then people start replying. "Bro, teach me. What strategy is this? You got a group?" And that feels better than the trade itself. Not the money, the attention. For the first time, people think you know something. So you post again the next day, but this time you don't have a win. So you scroll through old charts and mark where you would have entered. You draw arrows after the move already happened. You add words like clean setup, patience, liquidity sweep, and easy. Nobody questions it. They like it. They save it. They DM you. And that's when the idea starts forming in your head. Maybe you don't actually need to be good at trading. Maybe you just need to look like someone who is. At first, it feels harmless. You're just posting educational content. You're just building a page. You're just motivating people. That's what you tell yourself. Because humans can justify anything if the engagement is good enough. You start posting only wins. Every loss disappears. Every winning trade becomes a lesson. Every lucky entry becomes experience. You start using bigger words. You talk about psychology, consistency, mindset, risk, patience. You say things like, most people fail because they can't control emotions, while your own account looks like it got attacked by raccoons with leverage. Then you discover AI images. At first, it's just for fun. You generate a picture of yourself standing in front of a supercar, then one in a penthouse, then one with a laptop open beside a pool. It looks fake if someone stares too long, but nobody stares too long. They scroll, they believe, they move on. You post one with the caption, "Trading gave me freedom." It gets more likes than your actual trades. So you post more. Suddenly, your feed looks like a life you don't have. Private jets, expensive watches, hotel balconies, skyline views. You're still eating cheap food in your room, but online, you look like you just left a meeting with a billionaire. Then you take it further. You book a cheap flight to Dubai for 3 days. Not because you moved there, not because you're successful, because you need content. You land, tired, broke, and excited, with 3 outfits, 1 pair of sunglasses, and a plan to make people think you live there. You spend the entire trip filming. You film yourself walking through hotel lobbies you're not staying in. You film outside luxury towers. You film near cars that aren't yours. You order 1 overpriced coffee and make it look like a lifestyle. You change shirts in bathrooms so it looks like different days. You record balcony clips from a hotel you can barely afford for 2 nights. You take photos with your laptop open, charts on screen, Dubai skyline behind you, pretending you're trading while in reality the Wi-Fi barely works and your account is down again. In 3 days, you collect enough footage for 6 months. When you get home, you start posting slowly. Morning routine in Dubai. Another day trading from the city of winners. Moved here to lock in. People believe it immediately, because apparently a skyline and a black t-shirt can replace evidence. Your DMs explode. Guys from small towns, college students, delivery drivers, random dads, everyone asking the same thing. How do I start? Can you teach me? Do you have signals? You say you don't do signals at first because that sounds more professional. You say you only teach skill. Then enough people ask, and morality quietly leaves the room through the side door. You launch a Discord, $29 a month. Beginner trading community. First week, 40 people join. That's more money than you made trading all month. Then you add a VIP section, $99. Daily market breakdowns. Then $299. Premium mentorship. You make a course in 2 weekends, using information you basically learned for free. Candlesticks, support and resistance, risk management, psychology, journaling, all repackaged with dramatic music and a black hoodie. You record lessons in a rented Airbnb with LED lights behind you, because apparently financial wisdom requires purple lighting. You speak slowly, like you're revealing ancient secrets, while reading notes from your second monitor. The course sells, not because it's amazing, because people want the version of life you're pretending to live. Your first $10,000 month doesn't come from trading. It comes from subscriptions, then $30,000, then $70,000. You start buying things for real now. Designer shoes, watches, better apartment, real business class flights sometimes, but only when someone films you walking through the airport. You rent cars for content and call them weekend motivation. You post steak dinners with captions about sacrifice. You post fake deep quotes like, "They laughed when I started. Now they ask for advice." Even though nobody laughed because nobody cared. Friends start treating you differently. People who ignored you now ask to meet. Girls reply faster. Other trading pages want collaborations. Podcasts invite you to talk about financial freedom, and you sit there nodding like you didn't make most of your money from people paying to learn a skill you still haven't mastered. The scary part is, you start believing yourself. You say, "My students," with a straight face. You call yourself a mentor. You tell people trading changed your life, and technically it did, just not in the way they think. You get comfortable. Too comfortable. You post screenshots of student wins, but only the green ones. You ignore the losses. When someone says they lost money following your idea, you tell them they didn't follow risk management. When someone says your signal hit stop loss, you say they entered late. When someone says they lost rent money, you say never trade money you can't afford to lose. It's perfect. Every win belongs to you. Every loss belongs to them. Beautiful system, if your soul has been unplugged. Then the students start getting louder. One guy posts that he lost his savings. Another says your Dubai office is just a hotel lobby. Someone notices the same balcony appears in 6 months of content. Someone finds the car rental plate from one of your "My New Car" posts. Then someone does the real damage. They post your old trading results. Red trades, blown accounts, tiny deposits. Your actual performance looks nothing like the lifestyle. The Discord starts turning against you. The same people who called you mentor now call you scammer. You panic, but not enough to stop. Stopping would mean admitting everything, so you rebrand. New logo, new page, cleaner design. You delete the word signals and replace it with education only. You say the hate means you're winning. You post a serious video about jealousy, discipline, and people not wanting to see young entrepreneurs succeed. Somehow, it works for a while, because the internet has the memory of a goldfish with Wi-Fi. You make the course more expensive. Fewer people, higher price. Private inner circle, application only, serious students only. The scam gets cleaner, more professional, less obvious. Then a bigger influencer makes a video about you. Not a small thread, a full breakdown. Your AI pictures, your Dubai trip, the hotel lobby, the rented cars, the copied course slides, the affiliate links to brokers, the fact that you make money when students deposit, the fact that your trading account was losing while your Instagram was selling freedom. Now it spreads fast. Refund requests hit, chargebacks, angry emails, comments, people tagging your family, people clipping your podcast interviews and laughing. Brands disappear. Collaborators unfollow. The rented Lamborghini photo becomes a meme. Someone edits your "discipline pays" caption over your red trading history. You try to post through it, but every comment is the same. Show the broker statement. Where's the Dubai office? AI millionaire. Course merchant. For the first time, you can't control the story. And that is what destroys you. Not the losses, not the exposure. The fact that you built your whole life on perception, and now perception turns around and bites you in the face like an unpaid intern with revenge fantasies. The money is still there, some of it at least. You really did make more than you ever made before. You really did get the apartment, the watches, the flights, the girls, the attention. The fake life became real for a second. That's the worst part. You finally had the lifestyle you were pretending to have, but it was built on people believing in a version of you that never existed. The ending happens at night, back where it started, alone in your apartment, laptop open, charts moving on the screen. Green candles, red candles, the same noise as before. Your Discord is dead. Comments are off. Your phone keeps buzzing with refund emails and angry messages. On your desk, there's a watch you bought for content, sunglasses from Dubai, and a course notebook full of words like discipline and risk. You stare at the chart for a long time. For the first time in months, nobody is asking you to teach them. Nobody is calling you mentor. Nobody wants your signals. And that's when you finally understand it. You didn't beat the market. You just found people who wanted to believe someone had.